everyone and welcome to my channel. Couple tutorials back we worked on this bracelet. I know in the tutorial I called it lace, but I eventually renamed it to Cleopatra because once I finished the bracelet I started working on the necklace, and when I got like to this small bit I was like, there's no way I can call something else. So now I just had to rename it all to Cleopatra because all these lines and the collar shape, and it's just everything about Cleopatra. And I'm thinking to work on a couple more things, so I wanted to have the whole series named, with one name. So Cleopatra the Bracelet. If you haven't done this before, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. It's a very easy bracelet. Well, it's not as easy as the collar actually, because this one is a classic 4-unit netting. This one is a 3-unit netting. So because of the odd number, there's a funky turn in it that you have to learn. So actually the color is much easier. So I'm gonna put this aside. I'm gonna leave a link in the description to this tutorial, and we'll work on this gorgeous necklace. I'm just so loving it. I just finished it last night, and I just so want to do it again that I decided to start the tutorial straight away. And I have to be heading back to school soon, so I'm just gonna start the tutorial and finish it later. From the materials, it's very easy. You probably, if you've been beading, you already have everything in your stash. You just need bugle beads. Not everyone works with bugle beads. I never thought I would work with bugle beads, but just for when I was ordering beads, I was like, I'll just try. And there's only one shade I ordered. This is Toho bugle beads. I will leave the colors and the codes, everything in the description, so don't worry about that. So since I ordered it, I've been creating a lot of things with it. So you will need the size 3 bugle beads. They are 9mm beads. You will need your main color. Here I used the same color of bugle beads, but in the tutorial I decided to contrast it, and I'm gonna be using matte lavender shade. It's 11O Tohos. For the cross beads, I will be using silver-lined gold tone beads. These are also 11O. And then for picots, I'm going to be using silver-lined gold 15O Tohos. So my 11O cross beads and my 15O picot beads are the same shade. So, don't get confused in the tutorial, because for the picot, I'll be always saying 15Os. For the cross beads, I will always be saying cross beads, but cross beads are 11Os and the picots are 15Os. It's just, I think, when they're same color, it looks nicer. I didn't want to contrast it too much. That's the seed beads you need. Then you'll need your pearl. Oops. Okay, I have to do my pearl now. So you just need 8mm 1 pearl for the clasp. Because it's just netting, you don't add any stones or anything. It's not that heavy, so I just thought 1 clasp is pretty much enough. Then you will need a size 10 beading needle. I would suggest to have a size 11 or 12 handy as well when this clasp we made from 15Os, and I want you to reinforce it a couple times, so that's when it might get really tight, and size 11 or 12 will be very handy here. Then you'll need a Nymo size D. I'll be using black so it doesn't, stick out too much from the work. And you'll need your scissors. And of course, we will start with the stop bead. So get the materials ready and we'll start our gorgeous necklace. So I have all my materials ready. I thread my needle with just take the comfortable length, because you'll be adding more. If you don't know how to add a thread to netting, I will leave a link to a short video I made, so you can go and check it out. So I'm gonna take my stop bead. I'm gonna leave enough thread to add the clasp on one side. So I'm gonna leave about 12-inch tail. That's about 30-40 centimeters. And then just put the stop bead. I just have a short thread to be able to show you. I don't want to be pulling too much. So I put my stop bead. And now here I have one side of my necklace. We will start adding the first row. So just pick up 1 cross bead. Then pick up 3 main color beads. Then pick up 1 cross bead. Then pick up 2 main color beads. Then pick up 1 bugle. then 2 main color beads, and then pick up 1 cross bead. So if you notice here, we have the first row. We started here. Starting from here, we have 1 cross bead, 3 main color, 1 cross bead, 2 main color, bugle bead, 2 main color, and 1 cross bead. So that's it. 1 cross bead. These are 11 no cross beads. 3 main color, 1 cross bead, 2 main color, 1 bugle bead, 2 main color, and 1 cross bead. I'm gonna take it down to my stop bead. And now we're gonna make the turn that's on top, and the top has to be smaller than the bottom. That's how it creates that curve. So I'm gonna pick up 2 main color, 1 cross bead, 2 main color. That's what I pick up. I'm gonna zoom in now and remove everything that's on the way so the camera zooms in at my work. So I have 2 main color, 1 cross bead, 2 main color, and then I'm gonna go down the bugle bead. And then just pull everything. And when you are pulling your thread, you wanna be holding down your work with your fingers. That's how you sort of try to hold the tension. And then we pick up 2 main color, 1 cross bead, 3 main color. So we are extending here. Instead of continuing 2, we are creating a 3 bead diamond. That's how you kind of creating that bigger bottom to create that curve. So I'm gonna pick up 2 main color, 1 cross bead, 3 main color. So that's what I have. And then I'm gonna go through that very first cross bead. Now we have our first 2 diamonds. So that's the first row, 2 diamonds. Now we create second row, 2 diamonds. So I'm gonna pick up, this is the turn that you always will be doing every time you come back to the bottom of the necklace, because in the bottom of the necklace we have picots. See? Right now, that's where we are. Now we extend down, add the picot, and then create the diamond, and then create the second diamond. So every time you're coming down, you create the picot. So I'm gonna pick up 3 main color, 1 cross bead. That's 4 main color. 1, 2, 3 cross bead. So I have 3 main color, 1 cross bead. I take it down. See, and then I pick up 3 50 no's for our picot. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just gonna go through that very top cross bead. And then pull it. And now here, I know it's hard to pull, but when you hold it, just hold the beads. So your thread is loose, and then you can just pull the thread. And now I'm gonna pick up 3 main color, 1 cross bead, 3 main color. Now I'm gonna go through that sticking out bead. See, we skip that cross bead there because we don't need it anymore. We're creating that diamond here, so we're gonna go through the next sticking bead. And that's our first diamond of the second row. So this is 4 unit netting. So first row it's 2 diamonds, second row 2 diamonds, third row 2 diamonds, so on and on. And now we have to add the bugle part. I'm gonna pick up 2 main color, 1 bugle, 2 main color. You probably realized by now that our bugle is working as a cross bead here. And then we go through that top cross bead. Now second row is ready. I'm gonna make a couple more rows with you, but you just continue doing the same thing over and over. So I'm gonna pick up 2 main color, 1 cross bead, 2 main color. And now I'm gonna go down through the bugle bead. So we are creating the third row with the diamonds. And now I'm gonna pick up 2 main color, 1 cross bead, 3 main color. That's where we're merging towards the bottom part. See, 2 and 3. And then I'm gonna go through that next cross bead. I love this lavender. It's just so gorgeous. And now we are back down, so we create the picot. I pick up 3 main color, 1 cross bead, and then I take it down. And then I pick up 3 50 nose. Then I go down through that top cross bead. Oh, it's getting sunny. I hope it's fine. Okay, and now I continue down. I pick up 3 main color, 1 cross bead, 3 main color. And then I'm gonna go through that sticking out cross bead. See, that one is indented already, so we don't need that anymore. We just need the one that's sticking out. Oh, I really like how the colors are working together. It's really nice. So 2 main color, 1 picot, 2 main color. And then I go down through that sticking bead. Your work might seem very loose, but don't worry about it. Just hold the beads in place with your fingers and then pull the thread. And that's how it's coming out. I'm gonna pick up 2 main color, 1 cross bead, 2 main color. And then I'm gonna go down through the bugle bead. Then I'm just gonna hold everything in place with my fingers and pull the thread. 2 main color, 1 cross bead, 3 main color. And then I'm gonna go down through that sticky bead. And now it's time to create the picot again. So I'm gonna pick up 3 main color, 1 cross bead, and put it down. And then I pick up 3 50 nose, and then go through that top cross bead, and then pull my thread. Hold the beads with my fingers. I can just fix that picot if it doesn't want to lie as it's supposed to. And just pull the thread. I just hold with my fingers, I'm holding only the beads, I'm not touching the thread. So that way you are leaving your thread free, and then you can just pull it, and that's gonna create the tension. So I'm gonna pick up 3 main color, 1 cross bead, 3 main color. Then I'm gonna go down through that sticky bead. I'm gonna pick up 2 main color, 1 bugle, 2 main color. Then I'm gonna go through that bottom sticky bead. I know I'm working upside down here, but I find it easier because here your work will be curving, so holding the bottom part, the top part at the bottom, it's actually kind of easier. I don't know if it makes sense, but if you want, I can just turn it over. That is the top, that's the bottom. So you don't see the curve yet, but it will appear after a couple beads. So I pick up 2 main color, 1 cross bead, 2 main color, and I'm gonna go down through that bugle bead. I'm gonna pick up 2 main color, 1 cross bead, 3 main color. We are transitioning again to the bigger part. Go through that cross bead. I'm gonna hold everything with my fingers and pull the thread. And then again we have to add the picot. 3 main color, 1 cross bead, take it down, pick up 3 50 nose, 1 2 3, and then take it through that top cross bead. And I'm just gonna hold everything down with my fingers and pull the thread. Pick up 3 main color, 1 cross bead, 3 main color. And then go through that sticking out cross bead. Pick up 2 main color, 1 bugle, 2 main color, and then go through that top cross bead. 2 main color, 1 cross bead, 2 main color. Then I'm gonna go down through that bugle bead. Two main color, 1 cross bead, 3 main color. And then I'm gonna go through that sticking out bead. That's how it's coming out. Now we have to add the picot again. 3 main color, 1 cross bead, take it down, 3 picots, 1 2 3 50 knots for the picot, and then I'm gonna take it through that top cross bead. Three main color, 1 cross bead, 3 main color, and then through that sticking out bead. And now 2 main color, 1 bugle, 2 main color. That's the top cross bead. Now you just continue all the way. It's that easy. And then you end up with this gorgeous necklace here. And when you are continuing to get the length you need, it's quite hard to decide when you want to stop. I made this 16 inch, so let me stop for a minute and I'll give you the numbers. So I did the numbers. Basically my necklace is 16 inch, like the inner circumference, this inner circle, and I have 82 bugles. So when you start, and if you count 82 bugles, that's a 15 inch necklace, plus you have 1 inch of clasp, so that creates that 16 inch. I know it's hard to measure this type of necklace because you can just put it next to a ruler, and what I do, I just take a thread, you know, and just put it around inner side, and then once I have the whole length, I just put it next to a ruler, and that's how I measure the necklace. But this, I'm giving you the numbers for your if you're making 16 inch, you just do exactly as I do. Just when you count, you have 82 bugle beads. So go ahead, do that. If you want to, if you're doing it for yourself, you know, when you are doing the necklace, just put it around your neck and stop when you have the comfortable length. That's how I usually do. But this time I decided to make you know, because I know how hard it is to measure this type of necklace, so I wanted to give you a reference. If you are making 16 inch, you just do the numbers I'm doing, and for the numbers of beads, what grams and what, you know, you just go to description. I leave everything there. So continue with your work until, if you want 16 inch necklace, you just continue until you have 82 beads, or you know, just continue until you have the comfortable length. So I'll see you when you have everything done, and then we'll add the clasp. Just a short progress video. I already made like several units, and you can see how it's curving, even though it's like a short unit, but it's already curving. And by the way, 16 inch is about 40 centimeters. So I'm doing 40 centimeter wide necklace. So I'll see you when it's done. So I've reached the end of my necklace, and I'm about to add the last bugle. So I'm gonna pick up 2 main color, my last 82nd bugle, and then 2 main colors. Then I'm gonna go through the top cross bead. And now here at the end, I want to make it exactly as the other side. The other side doesn't end with the bugle diamond, it ends with that 2 small diamonds on the sides. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick up 2 main color, 1 cross bead, 2 main color. I'll probably zoom in a bit so you can see what I'm doing. And then go down through that bugle bead. And then the last diamond in our necklace, I pick up 2 main color, 1 cross bead, 3 main color. And then I'm gonna go down through that cross bead here. And that makes it exactly the same as the other side. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna add the clasp. So I'm gonna unzoom. And if you see here, the clasp, we're gonna add the pearl first. We add the clasp on the top units here. Say the top diamond we made. So we have to take our needle to the top now. So what I'm gonna do, to be able to turn back, I'm gonna take my needle down through those beads. Just make sure to pull your work here because we basically finished adding the beads, so we're just gonna go back there and on the go, just, you know, readjust your work, make sure everything is nice and tight. And now to be able to turn back, I'm gonna go through those 3 50 no's of the peacock. I don't know if you can see it, but basically I'm just going through those top 3 50 no's to be able to turn back. And now I can go down through that top cross bead. Basically now I just have to go through the beads to come to this top one. The weather is a bit weird here. It's either sunny or too dark. Now I just go through the bugle, through those 2 top beads, and I'm out of my top cross bead. That's where I'm supposed to be. Now I'm gonna pick up 2 50 no's, 1 main color, 1 50 no, and our pearl. So I have 2 50 no's, 1 main color, 1 50 no, and the pearl. And I'm gonna take it down. And now I'm gonna pick up 3 50 no's. That's the 3 50 no's that's gonna create the picot on top of the pearl. And then when I go down, I'm gonna go through that first 50 no and the main color. I'm not gonna go through the last 2 50 no's. And now here I'm just gonna hold my pearl and pull my thread. And now I'm gonna pick up 2 50 no's. See that the first cross bead, I'm gonna go through the other side of the cross bead now. And that creates our clasp. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reinforce it. Now I'm going up this side and I have to come down. When I come down, I'm gonna go through this side just to make sure I'm going through all the beads. And I'm just going to the top through all the beads. and I came out of one of the peacock beads straight away. Go through the top peacock, go through that last peacock, and then I'm gonna go down through the pearl, through the 15-0, and through the cross bead. Not the cross bead, but it's the main color, but it serves as a cross bead in this clasp. And then pull my thread. That's basically it. By the way, it's here where you might want to use your 11 or 12 size beading needle, because it gets quite tight. So I reinforced my clasp one time. You can reinforce it one more time if you can, but I'm gonna leave it as it is now because I'm just using my size 10 needle. Don't want to be switching right now. And now I came out of that very bottom cross bead, and now you just tie off the ends here. But if you have a long thread left, what I want you to do before you tie off this end, go through the beads. Go through as many beads as you can. Like, just go through, you know, some beads, make a couple knots on the way, go through the beads, because that way you're not gonna waste your tail here, but also you're gonna reinforce your necklace, because if you know, we just went once through all the beads. So if you have a long tail left, just go through the beads a couple times. Well, not a couple times, I mean just go through the beads second time, and just tie off the ends when you see your thread ending. And then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna add the loop on the second side. So I finished the first side. I went through several rows. I think I tied off my ends here, so I reinforced this part. And now on the second side, I removed the, we had the stop bead, and then I thread my needle with the tail thread we left in the very beginning. And now I have to do the same thing as I did here. I have to take my needle to that top cross bead. So I'm gonna do it again on the camera, just so you see it second time. I'm just gonna go down through this 3 beads and then straight through the cross bead. And to be able to turn back, just make sure you pull your thread here. I'm just gonna go through all those top peacock beads. Now I'm gonna take my needle through that top cross bead. Let's say I'm gonna go down this side now and through that cross bead. Then I'm gonna take my needle down here, down through this cross bead, and then I'm gonna take my needle through these 2 beads, through the bugle, through those top 2 beads, and through that top cross bead. Then pull my thread, and now here we add the loop. I'm gonna pick up 2 15-0s, 1 main color, drop it down. So I have 2 15-0s, 1 main color, and now I want you to pick up 28 15-0s. 28. So I have 28 15-0s, and I'm gonna take it down, and then I'm gonna go through that main color bead only. And now before you do anything else, I want you to hold those both threads below the main color bead, pull the threads tight, take the other side of the clasp and take it through that loop. It's nice and easy, but it's not too loose either, so it just doesn't drop from your neck when you're wearing it. So make sure it goes through that loop. If it doesn't, take your thread back through that main color bead and add 1 or 2 more 15-0s. But I think if you're using the same size beads I'm using, 28 is the perfect number. And now I'm gonna pick up 2 15-0s, and then I'm gonna go through the other side of that cross bead. I'm gonna pull my thread here tight because it's quite loose on the other side. So I'm just gonna hold the beads in place with my fingers and then hold the thread and pull the thread. And now I'm just gonna reinforce it. I'm gonna go top to the top through those 2 beads, through the cross, well, to the main color, and just through some other beads there. I'm just reinforcing it. I'm just going through the same beads once more. I'm gonna make sure I go again one more time through that cross bead. And now, just like on the other side, if you have a long tail left, go through some beads, tie off your knots. I don't have a very long thread left, but I will go as far as I can. And this time I will show you, because I don't really have long thread left, but I'll show you what I mean by going through the beads. So I'm just gonna take it as far as I can from my loop. I'm just gonna go down through some beads. If you had a longer tail, you would go far, but I don't really have one. So I'm just gonna go down through these beads. Take it down to that picot. Turn around on the picot, going through all the beads of the picot. And now I need to start tying knots because my thread is quite small. So I'm just gonna go through some beads here. Then I'm gonna tie my first knot here. Go through some more beads. Here I'm gonna tie my second knot. Go through some beads. And now here I'm gonna tie my last knot right next to the bugle. And then I'm gonna take my thread through the bugle, remove the needle, and cut the thread at the very base. And now I have my necklace ready. Look, isn't it gorgeous? I just love the colors. I think this one looks very rich, this brown one I made, because it's quite sparkly and the brown color on it, I just love it. But this one with the lavender, it's just so feminine. I just love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I definitely did. I think I'm gonna make more of these necklaces in different colors. I just love it. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like the video, feel free to share it with your friends. Leave your comments in the comments section, leave your questions if you have any, I'll be happy to answer, and I'll see you in the next project. Bye bye.